They have wings that can guard multiple positions. Same with the bigs. They can guard anybody on the floor.
Thank you, Shaq. Let's get out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the tip.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. For the Portland Trailblazers, they won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. If they had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. Conley and Allen are the guard set. And it's Kufis in at the center position. Now here's Lopez. Batum passes to Lopez. Lillard dishes to Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Matthews against Prince. Matthews, no good.
Well, Kosta Koufos was a player the Grizzlies had coveted for a couple of seasons. They ended up trading Darrell Arthur for him. And I like what they got. A starting caliber center, good value on his contract, excellent defender. Really good trade for Memphis.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Koufos, a great rebounder, has a nice hook shot to score inside.
Yeah, he's not really a floor spacer. He's not a guy that's going to step out and knock down deep perimeter shots, even though he does have European heritage as a player and a man. But he did have a great field goal percentage in Denver, and we'll see if he can get back to that kind of shooting in Memphis.
He doesn't get the second one. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school, post you up and lock you down type of basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
Batum. Matthews into the lane. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Conley. To the paint. The reverse. There's the bucket. Good. Prince has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Grizzlies.
But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, and it seems maybe some tweaks to their identity. They'd look to spread the floor a bit more and pick up the tempo. But the results last season were pretty mixed.
Portland again missing.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on him.
Allen kicks to Randall. Runner in the lane, and the bank shot is good.
And, you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly, but they were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. But it's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Allen in the post. He's covered by Matthews. Conley's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Batum. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Batum's got his first 2 points of the night.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Randolph trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Koufos. Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Here's Aldridge, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
That's in and out. Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said, Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block and the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here is Conley. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Randolph can't hit.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Aldridge, good.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Prince. That's good. Prince has got his second basket of the night. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Portland climbed the ladder out in the West last year because they were very tough against the rest of the conference, especially in close games.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. White, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Wesley Matthews. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marcus Gasol's checked in for Koufos. Carter comes in for Zach Randolph. Nick Calathes, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Lillard. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Charlotte. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Blake. Portland again missing.
31 wins for the Blazers against the rest of the West last year. Extremely impressive. And as you said, they were able to get a lot of close games to go in their favor.
Carter against Robinson. That drive by Carter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And if you look at this roster and what they did last year, it's not a surprise, Steve. They gutted out wins in close games.
Yeah, they have so many players that can step up and hit the big shot. But when you have a chance of getting a game winner, you have to think Portland will pull it off.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And the team free throw numbers for this club this season, very impressive. About 80% from the line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
That drops.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And Portland has possession. Now Lillard. He's got 7. Right, left side. Here's Robinson. That one goes. Count.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Prince misses. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Lillard. Good on the baseline, Jay. Lillard's got 9.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Udrich up top. Carter inside the three-point line. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Thursday, December 4th, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. Be there.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
Portland leading. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Portland. Filling out the wings, it's Matthews and Batum. Chris came in out there with Thomas Robinson. And it's Blake in at the 1 spot.
Nick Calathis taking over the backup point guard spot in Memphis around the start of 2014 after the Jared Bayless trade. And he quickly rewarded their confidence. He was the Western Conference Rookie of the Month in February.
Here's Blake. The Grizzlies making the shot. The feed to Matthews. Robinson sets a screen for Matthews. There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Matthews again missing.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Carter with the buckets.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Blake with it. He's guarded by Udrih. They get a hand on it and stolen by Udrih. Plays it in off the breakaway. Udrih has got his second basket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
And Portland has possession following the score by Memphis. Here's Matthews. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Udrih dishes to Carter. There's the 3, and there's Udrih. That's good on the assist by Carter. Udrih has got 7 points here in this quarter. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Came in a screen. Here's Blake. Second chance shot. Carter with the block. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Inside to Gasol. No good. Kamen with the defensive effort. Portland trailing here. Here's Batum, and it's thrown down wrong with both hands.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best. You know, Portland, as a new GM as of 2012, we've seen not just changes with the team roster, which you would expect, but really an overhaul of team operations as well. New scouting tools, a new strength and training staff, and the remodeling of the practice facility.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And for the Blazers, injuries have been such a problem over the years. With the new training staff, perhaps a more proactive approach to prevent injuries. Even things like nutrition. During flights, they used to offer cookies and ice cream bar. Now it's chicken and brown rice.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Lopez comes in for Chris Kamen. And Aldridge is subbed in for Thomas Robinson. And there'd been talk that LaMarcus Aldridge was unhappy in Portland. He has changed his tune.
And for him, Kevin, it seems as though winning is the main thing. But the Blazers also created a players-first culture. You know, players are your best recruiters, quite honestly. And word gets around. If guys are happy, then that helps them talk about their experience. Teams now have to look at the whole picture and try to keep players content so they perform at their highest level.
Blake with it, over by Conley. Aldridge a screen. Blake passes to Aldridge. Can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And this is a big game, guys, today, because these teams will see each other 3 more times down the road. And this one kind of sets the tone for the season series.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
Here's Conley after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And it's Carter missing. I think Steve nailed it moments ago, Clark, talking about, you know, these series of 3-4 games between these two teams during the year, and eventually they'll know each other very well. But as we See, now the slate between them is clean.
And being that it is their first meeting, Kevin, I'm actually anxious and curious to see what's changed in terms of how they come at each other compared to last season.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Nicholas Batum.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
So the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. White, he's checked in for Matthews. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Steve Blake. And blocked. And they get it back. Kufis. Here's Gasol. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now here's Conley. He had 28 points in the win against the Lakers. Allen, that's good. 1:06 left to play here in the half. Lillard on top, covered by Conley. Aldridge with a screen on Conley. And Batum kicks to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's the right move. Get a good possession here, play defense, and get one more opportunity to score.
Conley with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Lillard attacking. And that is good. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Allen. Here's Kufis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Kufis has got 6.
Things have changed a little bit here in the second quarter, guys, and we're seeing them start to convert a lot of second-chance opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coach has to be happy about this. I mean, the hustle underneath is paying off in a big way.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
And stolen by Aldridge. And the first half ends in a close one. It's the Grizzlies up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
The Trailblazers shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Allen and Prince on the perimeter. Randolph and Kufis are inside. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season. And as time went on, he cooled off a bit. But as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
Lillard attacking. That is good. Lillard's got 13.
got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Conley kicks to Allen. Back to Conley. Prince dishes to Conley. Tries from 16. Here's Koufos. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Koufos has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Lillard with it. 13 points in the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. That one off the back iron and out.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Thomas Robinson, once the number 5 pick in 2012, but he's bounced around a bit in his young career. He said, I'm not going to play the victim. I'm a grown man. I didn't come into the league with the right mindset, but it's a good thing. It matured me as a person. It humbled me. I just have to play with emotion and make people know I'm on the court. Guys?
Yeah, with his hard-charging style of play, it makes sense. Thanks, Doris.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Allen passes to Conley. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 15. Lopez kicks to Lillard. Koufos with the block. The drive by Allen. It's blocked. Lillard against Conley. Lillard dishes to Matthews. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Rejected by Koufos. It's Allen with the drive. Here's Prince. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
The Blazers really were elite offensively. Shot it well, passed it well, took care of it. But defense is where they've got to show continued improvement. Last season, Terry Stotts overhauled their defensive principles, but they were still in the bottom third of the league when it came to getting stops.
And Matthews gets it to go. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Chris Kaman has checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Now here is Carter. That's good. Carter's got 8 points. And the Blazers, with length in their front court, adding Lopez, helped them inside immensely.
But they allowed opponents to shoot well from the three-point.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. We've got to get their defense in gear.
Offensive rebound, Robinson. No good with the layup.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Lillard, right side, Kaman inside, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Now with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Damian Lillard is second.
His passing has been so terrific, and best of all, it's created a really unselfish atmosphere on the team. And I think that's why they're doing well.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Terrell Wright's checked in for Damian Lillard.
Well, here we can get a look at Memphis and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. First in field goal percentage, first in three-point shooting, and they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Calathes gets the bucket.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Blake passes to Robinson. Kaman sets a screen for Wright. Kaman a screen. Matthews, no one around him. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And Udrich kicks to Calathes. Here's Gasol. The second chance effort. Indeed, Prince drops it in. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Robinson.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Yeah, some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop.
From 15 feet away, Udrich can't hit.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams.
Next Wednesday, December 3rd, Zach Randolph and the Memphis Grizzlies take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. Be there.
And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Memphis leading by 9. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Kaman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Kufis checked in for Marc Gasol. He hits both from the stripe.
Mike Conley, a lightning-quick lefty. Has never been an all-star, but certainly in the conversation as a two-way player who's been a cornerstone for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Stolen by Randolph. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Here's Conley. The 17-footer goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 13. And for Conley, drafted 4th overall after one season at Ohio State. He's gotten better and better, Clark, with each passing season in the NBA.
And that's testament to his work ethic and his approach to getting better. Last season was his best yet, up to scoring while maintaining his efficiency, and I think he continues to have much better basketball ahead of him.
And the buckets always coming in bunches for him, and right now, they are really rolling.
From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Trailblazers trail by 10. Aldridge with a screen on Allen. It's stolen by Allen. Pushing it up. Here's Carter, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game more, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Well, if they keep up this energy over the final few minutes of the game, it'll be nearly impossible to fight them off.
Lillard dishes to Matthews. Here's Aldridge. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, there were some question marks heading into last season about how long Aldridge would be with the team. I mean, a report was circulating that he wanted to leave, but he denied it, and good for Portland that it was just a rumor mill at work.
Yeah, last season definitely, guys, had some drama with Aldridge and his future. But as the season rolled on and Blazers played so well, winning the first-round series over Houston, making it to the second round, it's certainly one of the big surprises in the league, but all that other talk kind of went away.
Well, that's what winning does, Kevin. I mean, it just kind of cures everything. A lot of drama early in the season, speculation about whether Aldridge would resign or not. But, you know, with the success of the season and that good young core, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to keep everybody together.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Koufos has been doing. He's got 8 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
Now, interior defense at its best, fellas. And that's what we've seen out of him.
No good on that one.
Well, you know, as teams become more and more focused on getting good looks in close at the rim, the value of great defensive big men inside just continues to rise. It's tough to be a contender without a rim protector.
And with the new camera systems, it's easier to measure defense, going beyond block shots to look at which, for instance, big men diminish shooting percentages in their area.
Yeah, no surprise. I mean, names like Dwight Howard, Roy Hibbert, Serge Ibaka. But interesting that reputation has value defensively when players hesitate to go inside.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Back to Allen. Lets it go from 11. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Allen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to Matthews. It's rebounded by Memphis. Koufos has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Allen outside. The drive by Randolph. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lopez has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lillard from outside, and he gets it to go. Lillard's got 20.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Portland Trailblazers last season acquiring Robin Lopez essentially for 2 second-round picks. Just a huge pickup for them as he solidified their starting lineup.
Tayshaun Prince has checked in for Memphis. Here is Conley. Allen right side, out to Conley, lets it go from deep. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And Robin Lopez taking to the quirky vibe in Portland, a big comic books fan. He's written a pilot for a TV show. He loves to draw, so he's got an artistic bent, and that's fit in great in a town that embraces the creative and the unusual.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Prince. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Conley. He dishes it to Prince. Lets it go from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And Robin Lopez, a player who knows his role. Interior defense, Steve, rebounding, hustle points.
A perfect fit next to LaMarcus Aldridge. Selfless, team-first guy. Does a lot of the boxing out and the screen setting. And had an excellent season for Portland.
Here's Randolph. The shot no good. And it's Portland the other way.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Batum wide open. He fired. Good. Big play by Lillard to set it up. Batum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Prince kicks to Kufis. Now here is Aldridge. 1:31 left in the fourth. Aldridge with a screen on Conley. Lillard attacking. He got right to the cup using that screen. Lillard's got 22.
A little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
It's Prince on the wing. Defended by Batum. Nobody near Allen. And right on target. Good. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 9. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Randolph. It's tipped. Batum with the steal. Here's Matthews. A second chance effort. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
The drive by Randolph. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. And the basket by Lillard.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game's over.
I think you're right on target there. Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge trying to break free. Lillard misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Batum with the steal. Matthews, no one around him. Nails the tray. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.